forgot to do that. And screen share, bitches. All right, we're on. We just watched a fucking shitty pay-per-view. Fuck you, WWE. Intro. Because, I hate it. Shit, I gotta get a fucking longer intro sometimes. Alright. I'm sitting here with my fucking brother. Say what's up.
Hello, people of Earth, what's up? About to review this WWE Stomping Grounds. Really didn't catch too much of it. I only caught the last two matches of it. Main event, I guess you could say, was a par. I don't know. Rather see Mae Young saggy titties on the TV right now. I'm about 3 Bud Ice in. So tonight looks like it's going to be maybe an interesting show.
3 Bud Ice ain't enough. I'm fucking bored of this fucking this damn product, and I want out. I want out now.
Yeah, I'm not really too much of a fan of what's going on as of right now. I don't know. The booking just seems kind of just like all out of the place. I mean, I guess you can call me an armchair quarterback, you know, whatever. But, you know, because I ain't never been in the ring like that. Although, I mean, I've been in a ring, but not a wrestling ring.
A couch seat driver.
Yeah.
A couch booker.
Yeah. Something like that.
I mean, I do the same shit too, but
I don't know. But tonight was, I don't know. I guess you could say the wrestling was good. Like, it was great. Like, you know what I mean? Like, guys like Ricochet and Samoa Joe, you know, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, and Dolph Ziggler, they're going to go out there and do their thing, you know? Roman Reigns is pretty...
They're going to have the same match over and over.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But they're going to make it work, I guess, you know? This generation will call it a 5-star match or a classic or something. I don't know, though.
Because they've never seen a real star match.
Yeah, or they'll say something like Fight Forever. I don't know, something like that. Surprisingly, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn aren't on this pay-per-view.
No, they were. Wait, weren't they? Yeah, they were.
They were?
Yeah, we missed that match, actually. It was,
we did. Again, like I said, people,
You missed that match. I was watching it. It was terrible. Yeah. They were against...
the Usos,
Xavier,
right?
No, Xavier and... fucking what's his
Big
name?
E?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, it was not a memorable match because I didn't even see Kevin Owens at all in that entire match, and I was watching it. Like, he was there, but I don't remember him doing shit. I remember Sami Zayn getting everything his ass handed to him more. So maybe that might be something, but
I guess that's pretty telling of like the pay-per-view itself. Like, nothing really too much on this show that's like pretty standout. It's a lot of rematches that we've gotten from the past few shows.
Wait, yeah, this was Rematch City. I forgot.
Yeah, I mean, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, my God.
By God.
I don't know how many times they've gone against each other, but to me it feels like Randy Orton and Sheamus 2014 or fucking
John Cena
and Randy
Orton.
Oh my God.
We got a great match for you today, folks.
Yeah, something you haven't seen before. Oh, Jesus.
Randy Orton versus Randy Orton.
Yeah. No. Oh, shit.
If they did that shit, boom, in real life, I'd blow up.
It'd just be counter after counter because they'd all know what the fuck they're about to do. Oh, you Irish whipped me into the ropes. Here comes a power slam.
Honestly, Randy Orton counters everything anyway, so...
I honestly think Randy Orton's pretty good. You know, like if this was like the 1980s, I think Randy Orton would have been like what Harley Race is to what, you know, most of wrestlers today. You know, like they look at Harley. I guess not today because I'm talking about like more of what my generation grew up on. Like when I'm talking about today, I mean like guys like Triple H and Stone Cold, The Rock. You know, that era of guys, they hold Harley Race and guys like them, Nick Bockwinkel, up to I guess like a much higher status. You know,
I like Bockwinkel.
I do too. I think Nick Bockwinkel was probably like the first like modern heel. Like he kind of emphasized on and capitalized like on things that like the general public just hated. You know, we hate being talked down to, we hate being like belittled, and he just would come out there and like display like these like articulate like promos, you know, using like such a wide range like vocabulary, you know, and insulting the crowd. And of course, you know, most of the wrestling fans are like a bunch of dumb hicks, you know, so they're kind of like, whoa, what the fuck are you saying about me, man? You know, I don't know. Yeah, Nick Bockwinkel was pretty cool. He was very ahead of his time, you know. Along with guys like Gorgeous George, you know, a lot of people like hold Gorgeous George up to like a hard regard. You know, he's the one who kind of like spawned what you see now of guys like, or what you used to see. I'm sorry. Like I still live in the past when it comes to all of this. Really, you know, I still think that Shawn Michaels is gonna come out, you know, or Stone Cold's gonna come out and they're gonna have like a freaking crazy match, and really they only come out to do a Stone Cold stunner and then they're out. They collect their $1,000 and they're done.
He lands on his ass once and he goes, "That's one G."
He charges extra for landing on his ass.
Oh yeah, 1,000 extra probably.
Yeah, Hogan would do it for free though, because Hogan is like kind of like hoeing himself out. If I don't know if you've seen like the Twitter post or whatever, but he's like showing that he's ripped, brother.
Well, Hogan is the old guy in the back that says, "Yeah, man, if I got that one more shot, you know, one more match, brother, one more, Vince, Doc, Kevin." Kevin!
It's crazy that most of the, I forget what WrestleMania it is, but I mean, you can look up that like most of the people that Hulk Hogan has been with, you know, in this one particular WrestleMania. I want to say it's WrestleMania 3, but everybody's pretty much dead on that was on that pay-per-view except for Hogan.
Except for Randy Savage.
Yes, Randy Savage is in Cuba with Tupac. I don't know if y'all have known that.
Randy Savage is with Ryan Dunn right now, and they said, "Hey, we got away with it.
We got away with murder.
We got away with murdering ourselves from our lives."
Wouldn't blame him. Life's a bitch. Then you marry one.
Yep. And then you just don't have a kid with one.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for all you.
We'll come back for everybody here.
Yeah.
So we can get down to the first match. Becky Lynch versus... Because I didn't fucking see the preview, the pre-show. I was watching Ring of Honor versus FWA. I was watching that for a few hours. And I was like, look, this is already better than Stomping Ground. Because I had Loki versus... who's that guy? Destroyer? Or... the Annihilator, something like that. And I was like, look, he has a shitty name, but he's good at wrestling, and fucking Loki's giving it to him, and he's taking it.
But was Loki wrestling in his tuxedo or like his Hitman outfit?
He was. This is Loki 2002.
Okay, good. I don't know. The Hitman outfit was cool the first time.
Or
Or like,
2004, low key. This is like he was the first Ring of Honor champion, so this is probably like 2 years after that.
yeah. Yeah. Man, I remember when he was like in Impact Wrestling, when he first showed up, and they changed his name to like Senshi.
Oh, Sench. That was, I saw those fucking YouTube clips. I was like, what the and then when I started watching Impact, he was low key. So I guess he went away and came back.
Yeah, he came back, and then they gave him like I guess they like decided he could use his like regular name again, Loki. But I really did like. I started to like him, I thought he was like he was pretty cool, like, and they were like building him up to like be something, and then all of a sudden he just like disappeared, and he just never came back in.
Hey, just like Bubba Ray. Bubba Ray got attacked in the back, and nobody knows who did it. And everybody said it was Dixie Carter.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he put Dixie Carter through so many tables, and then next thing you know, you just see Bubba Ray in the back, like, and it was like, come on, you can't say it was Dixie Carter, and Dixie Carter wrote him off TV.
Bully Ray, god damn, what a fucking asshole of a person he is.
Yeah, this guy fucking takes a crowd member out of the back to the back and fucking gives him the fucking good cop bad cop segment, or bad cop pretty much, and then put him back in the front row. But this is also the guy who taught people how to, or this is the same guy who fucking told that fucking girl, I bet you suck dick like your mother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, he was like, I bet your mother told. No, he's like, we got a girl in the front row who learned how to suck dick from her mother.
Yeah, like
we got some faggot in the front row wearing a tie-dye shirt.
So I was like, Bully, come on. I don't know who you're working, but it's not working. Like, it's fucking wrestling, man.
I know. I mean, like, people like show up. I myself.
It's a circus. You go over there, you curse at people, you throw shit, and then you fucking leave happy.
Yeah, no. I mean, just like, that's kind of like the whole, like, I don't know. I mean, like, these people, like supposedly the story is, you have the Allure who are heels, they come out and they expect to like get that type of heat from, from people, they work the crowd in order to get the, that type of heat from people. And they, I don't know what's her name, Bully Ray's girlfriend, got on the got on the mic. Velvet Sky.
Velvet.
Yeah, Velvet Sky. Yeah, she got on the mic and like started like berating this guy, like completely like dressing him down, whatever, calling him like, oh, you must be a virgin or whatever, and he comes back with like a little slick comment of, hey, well, hey, look, you fuck Bully Ray, and then all of a sudden, you got this shit or whatever, but I don't know.
I feel sorry for you fucking a big slob. I felt Bully Ray.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he might have fucking went a little too far with that, but not in the wrestling world.
I don't think he went too far at all. I remember, I can remember the one time the first, maybe it was the first or the second, like, indie show we went to, and they made fun of this girl and her weight, and she did like a leg drop, and then like this one like old Mexican dude from like the back of the crowd just yells out, "Earthquake!"
Oh yeah, and the way he did it too. Earthquake! Yeah. Earthquake! Or no, did he do it nonchalant? Earthquake!
Yeah, he was like earthquake.
Like fucking like he was Street Fighter.
It was sort of like
yeah, it was like that.
It was sort of like the ostrich laugh. It was sort of like the ostrich laugh, like ha like
earthquake. Earthquake. Yeah, it was fuck. I remember that.
That was pretty cool though that day. I remember.
That was a BOW show, and I fucking. They're actually like I was talking about the whole hybrid thing. Like they're actually getting they're getting more love now.
Who, BOW?
Yeah, because all the students need
branded outlaw wrestling.
I'm gonna say this: whatever was going on with BOW is cleared up now, and they're getting more shit. They already got like, I saw that they already have like 3 more fucking shows coming up.
BOW's they put on a pretty solid show that one time that we went. Jake the Snake was there. You took a piss next to Jake the Snake.
I forgot about that. Fuck.
Yeah.
That was weird because that was like the second time I met a semi-famous person in the restroom.
Yeah.
The first time was Michelangelo Romeo. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
He plays guitar, 2 guitars at a time. I was going to take a piss, and he's coming out the restroom, and I'm going in, and I was like, he's washing his hands when I'm walking in. I was like, what the fuck? Michelangelo Romeo, he's about my height. But he's got a big head, or a big fro head. But yeah, it was awesome. And then a few days later, we go see Jake the Snake, and I'm there taking a piss. And next thing I know, Jake the Snake walks in and takes a piss next to me, and I'm just like,
"Hey there, brother. You using this urinal?"
I'll have to unleash the Damien. God damn it.
And I remember Cameron was there and with us, and Cameron got shit faced, and then he was like all excited that Jake the Snake gave him a cigarette.
Yeah, and I walk by him, I go, Jake the Snake just gave you that cigarette, and he goes, you want some? I was like, no.
No.
You know what that guy's been through, man? Come on.
Yeah.
I love you, Jake, but not that much.
Yeah, no, Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake's a real one,
Dude, I should have went to his comedy. It was like $25 though.
At the Laugh Factory?
No, at the Mix.
Oh, I never heard of that place.
A Mix. We've been in the Mix.
We have?
It's across the street from the Rabbit.
Okay. I don't know. I don't remember too much of. I don't know.
We've been in the Mix. We've been to the Strip a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We usually are kind of blazed as hell. And I was pretty much of like a rookie.
Because we parked on the right by the church. And you were like, is my car going to be okay here? And I was just like, dude, look at all of these fucking cars. They're all going to be okay.
Yeah.
And we went to the Mix for like a few minutes. And then we were like, oh, fuck this place. Because it was like, at the time, it was like $9 for 2 beers. And I was like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah. So anyways, let's try. Sorry about that, folks.
Tangents, I love them.
We're, like I said, we are both maybe about 4 Bud Ices in now, and
not enough.
And our homie came by about a few minutes ago, gave us some squink. So yeah, we're having pretty much of a good time, I guess, right now.
Heard of that shit?
No, I barely heard it on this podcast. I want to shout them out right now. Jim and them, they're pretty awesome. Been listening to them since 2012. So just so y'all know, I'm a big fan of y'all's. I left y'all a review one time and y'all kind of made fun of me, but I forgive y'all for that.
What'd they say?
I just said something like I don't even remember. Like they had this thing running where if they didn't get enough reviews, they were gonna stop doing their shows. So I kind of took it as for real, and I went ahead and I gave them a review on iTunes. And I told them, hey guys, I think you guys are really cool. I like to listen to y'all. I don't even listen to the radio no more. Honestly, I listen to you guys more often. And I don't know. They kind of shitted me on that, but that's just their kind of comedy that they do. But as we veer right back to the path of stomping ground, I guess you could say that this is pretty much like what this pay-per-view all meant to us. Really, it really didn't mean shit to us because the build-up was just horrible. Completely horrible. It was sort of like this year's WrestleMania. The build-up was just horrible. I personally haven't really enjoyed Monday Night Raw in like a while. They have a kind of like, I guess, okay shows, but it's like nothing really worth tuning in. I I don't know really. I really don't know what it is about modern day wrestling that's going on. You know, like it's just like everybody just seems like to be like on this equal playing field, and nobody seems to like.
Dude, they're on what's going on right now is we fucking had the PG era for what, too long, and now we get one little splish splash of a fucking good little match, and everybody's like, "Oh, it was the best match ever." Like the other day, everybody's like, "Oh, Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins was the best match ever." Was it? Was it really? Yeah. The best match I've ever seen in WWE wasn't even in the past 2 decades.
Shit, I wouldn't like. If my day off came out, you know, on my day off, I like to look up like random like wrestling matches and just chill up, you know, outside, you know, hitting the bowl, whatever, you know, drinking, you know, a little bit of what, you know. But
stunning.
I definitely would not look up anything that's like come out in the last few years. I feel like everything.
If I did look up something, actually, you know what I've looked up in the past few years was AJ Styles coming out reaction.
Yeah,
that's it. There's not one match that, maybe like and Paige coming out and winning the title. That was awesome.
To me, the thing that I look at the most that's happened within the last few years, that's I guess that I keep looking back at it and I'm still kind of like, oh shit, man, I can't believe this actually happened. Was AJ Styles' debut at the Royal Rumble? Like I go back to that. I'm still like, fuck. I remember my reaction when that happened. I knew it was gonna. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was him.
But we didn't think it was gonna happen at number 2 or 3.
Yeah, when it happened, I was like, holy hell! I was like,
or 4.
He's really here. And I remember John, my younger brother. He was like, what? That's AJ Styles, and he like turned to me like, because we used to watch Impact all the time, you know, and you know AJ Styles, Sting, Christian Cage, Jeff Jarrett, those were, you know, the faces of TNA at the time, you know.
Christian Cage, god dang.
Yeah,
that was his name.
Yeah.
He was just here the other day for a seminar.
I think he had like probably. He had probably, I think, one of the best TNA theme songs, along with Sting. I think Sting had a pretty badass theme song.
I think the TNA theme songs are, at the time, way better than the WWE theme songs, because I listen to a WWE theme song, I'm like, what are you doing? What's this fucking dance music? It's like, and that's Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
Just like, what the fuck?
I don't like Bobby Roode's new theme song, like The Glorious. Like everybody
it's
fucking.
It's a good song, but it doesn't fit his fucking character.
Yeah, everybody fucking marks out for it. They're like, oh, it's so great. It's so I can sing along with it.
Look, it's a good song, but I don't like it at all. Where the fuck has Bobby Roode been? Where the fuck is it?
His TNA theme song is the best, off the chain. That is like the That was my favorite version of Bobby Roode. Dude, he was putting on fucking badass matches at the time. My favorite
segment of Bobby Roode is he's the greatest wrestler alive.
Yeah.
Damn it. God.
Remember when I showed you that?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You showed it to me, and I fucking I can never find it. I keep looking for it. I forget who's in the second. It's one dude, two dudes doing a promo right in the ring.
It's Kaz and Christopher Daniels.
See, you told me it was Chris Daniels, but I don't know who the fuck Kaz is.
He's been his longtime tag team partner even to right now. I don't know what they're called right.
Frankie
Kazarian, yeah.
Oh, okay.
His nickname is Kaz. Yeah.
So they were still the Fallen Angels.
But they were called Bad Influence at the time.
Bad Influence. That's right.
I don't know what they're called now. I think they're called like something Addiction.
Addiction. Yeah, Addiction.
Addiction. Yeah.
It's still good.
They are, yeah. Christopher
Daniels, hey, what are you doing? And Frank Kazarian, what the fuck are you doing to make yourself age backwards? You got Benjamin Button on your fucking ass.
Christopher Daniels was one of my favorite like first like Impact wrestlers that I ever started watching. Like when I started watching Impact, I just thought he was like pretty awesome. His whole Fallen Angel gimmick, I thought was pretty badass.
There's matches in WWE, I just couldn't believe that they made Christopher Daniels fucking job to people. I was like, dude, he was on a fucking hot streak for a while, and then I go later on in his fucking career before he fucking left, and I was like, really? Is that how they fucking treat talent on the way out?
I mean, if he could do something with himself not looking like Slenderman, then I'm sorry about that,
That's
man.
probably why they had him drop out. But
You're an amazing performer, dude. But like, you look like, come on, man. You look like a light version of Kurt Angle.
That's
you
why
really
I
do.
like the Addiction, because they look almost like skinheads, but they're not skinheads.
I love Bad Influence.
They're like, or is Bad Influence? If they did
Well,
that with the leather jackets and the fucking all the patches.
No.
Addiction?
That was Addiction, yeah.
And then fucking Cesaro and Sheamus started copying it. And
Yeah, they did.
And then Frankie Kazarian, fucking Christopher Daniels, fucking dropped the gimmick
Yeah.
real quick. They were like, well, fuck them. It looked like fucking fake Hot Topic shit.
Yeah, no.
But I love Cesaro.
I love Cesaro too, man. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for. Bring up Cassius Ohno.
Pull the trigger.
Give us the Kings of Wrestling, all right? We need somebody in that tag team division is dead. You have the tag team champ who are Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins is still tag team champions, right?
Look, what did we see them? We saw them on my new favorite show called Watch with WWE or something, and it had Kurt Hawkins. It was Kurt Hawkins' Facebook with Zack Ryder, and they were just eating sushi while watching the fucking pay-per-view. That's what we watched. It was better than fucking... And they were reacting to what was going on. But then they started talking shit to everybody around them. No. They had people pull in, like Jeff Jarrett and fucking... Heath Slater and Heath Slater started, and they all started talking shit. They all started, hey, why did you make them? What did he say? Why did you make who the Global Force?
Yeah, fucking, I don't know, some shit face.
Yeah, it's the first Global Force champions, tag team champions. Why'd you make him that? And he fucking like was already walking off, and he was like, man, I'm just getting.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Jeff Jarrett went from looking normal to the Kool-Aid man. He was so red.
Yeah.
And he was embarrassed.
It was pretty awkward to see, but at the same time, it was like so funny to see.
It was amazing. I loved it.
I did too. I mean, but honestly, yeah. I mean, fucking bring up the Kings of Wrestling. Why not?
Well, that was their tag team, right?
Yeah, it was. They were fucking amazing.
Or Gorilla?
Yeah.
Gorilla
ROH.
ROH.
And PWG, because ROH and PWG have
same thing.
They had a thing going on, I think. I don't know.
I mean, look at Claudio's there. PWG. Well, they had Neville. Who else is still? Daniel Bryan. They can have some fucking good matches, right? Daniel Bryan was in PWG.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he did a few. I think he did a few shows there. Maybe I don't know.
I gotta look it up again, but he's honestly he's up to fucking par. Okay, I'm in this chat when we watch WWE, and everybody's like, well, why don't they let they were saying who was it? Who's the tag team champions right now? Seth Rollins versus whatever we just saw. Fucking who the fuck was Seth
talking about tag team champions right now in WWE?
No. Universal.
Oh, Seth Rollins and Boring Corbin.
Yeah, he was. Somebody was like, "Oh yeah, if they let Seth Rollins book the match, and it'll be badass." And I was like, "No, this something like that." And I was like, "Dude, like if Seth Rollins were to book a match, like it would just be stomped on by WWE because he's doing something that they don't want them to do." Because it's all up to Vince.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, you've been listening to many podcasts. I'm like, no. Think about it. Stone Cold took his ball and went home.
Yeah.
Because of that shit. 20 years ago. Like, when they started doing this shit. Like, they want room to breathe and fucking grow. Not fucking... Who is... Okay, after Stone Cold took his ball and went home, who was the champion forever?
Triple H.
And then... Cena.
Yeah, Cena. Yeah.
And Randy Orton. They were doing the good old juggle.
Well, first they tried out. Triple H kept it for a longest time. And then gave it to Chris Benoit because Triple H can't drop the title.
I give it up to them giving.
I give it up to Triple H tapping out at WrestleMania 20 to Chris Benoit.
There you go.
That
Chris Benoit moments, every time Chris Benoit won the belt, it meant something to everybody because I guarantee you that was fucking Benoit booking a match with Triple H, and they were just like, yeah, we'll go back and forth, and Triple H is like, but I want to tap. Nah, he would tap out.
Have you ever heard of this? Like, there was this like argument of in like backstage, like whatever. Triple H like talking about he didn't like the fact that Kurt Angle was gonna be WWE champion because Kurt Angle was so small, and Pat Patterson told, well, why don't you go out there and wrestle him? And Triple H like fucking shut his fucking mouth. You know, I don't hate Triple H or anything, but I just.
No,
I didn't agree with the.
You have to know when to hold him and fold him, bro.
Yeah, I didn't agree.
And
I never saw him as up there with guys like Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker. Shawn Michaels, and Mankind. You know, I never saw Triple H there with them. You know, like, I mean, he's one of the greatest, but he's not the up there, the Mount Rushmore of like the upper echelon of what people think about when they hear WWE. He's not what people think about. He was always I forgot who said this, but he was always the guy who worked with the great guys.
My favorite. This is Triple H. I am the game, and I know how to shovel. I am the gardener, and I will make you humble.
Bow down to the king.
The Wagner King of Grills. Fucking Hank Hill.
He's just I don't know, like seeing him too much with like the hair that he has now. I forget that he had.
Dude, when he had long hair, he was DX. When he has this short hair, he's literally just.
He's the corporation.
Yeah. So it's like
he can try and fucking pair himself up with the club and AJ Styles all he wants.
It's not gonna happen.
He's the corporation.
Is it gonna happen?
I'm sorry.
Is that gonna happen?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I mean, it's not gonna be like a legit storyline. It's gonna happen, but when they go to Tokyo this coming few weeks, yeah, he's gonna pair up with them. Let's just forget that Finn Balor was the one of the original members of the club. Let's put in Triple H.
Right, and AJ Styles. But hold up. Let's not even forget that Jeff Jarrett was a Bullet Club member. Jeff Jarrett was a shitty Bullet Club member. And he was there for a few months in New Japan in 2015 or 16. 14. I used to watch those. I watched when he fucking went in there, and I watched him fucking just wreck shop on, basically alongside Tama Tonga. And let's not take what Tama Tonga said for serious. He's just fucking making an angle because it's fun. But it's funny because he's still getting flack for it. Of course, if Triple H tweets out, New Japan... Japan, nah. I'm inside of you this day. Coming at you with my big club. Tama Tonga's gonna be like, yo, get that fucking wiffle bat out of here. Because that's Tama Tonga style. He's a better club member than anybody in fucking social media has ever been vocal about. And I love that. But the thing is that he gets so much flack and they fucking fine him and all this shit. I'm just like, oh, what happened to the fucking... Oh, not my bad. It's Japan. They're not the land of the free, right?
Yeah.
They're the land of the electronics and the Sony. And my Japan shit. It's more superior. Yes. Yes, bitch.
As I wake up at 3 a.m. to comb my fucking tree plant.
Hold up, my Zen garden's out of the way. I need to fucking go do that shit real quick. But this is what Triple H is gonna do. He's gonna fucking fuck up their Zen garden. Fuck your Zen garden and everything you did. I don't care. Look at him.
What the fuck has happened to Nakamura, man?
What's happening to Nakamura is that he took a 1.3 million deal to fucking sit back and relax. Sit back, relax, It's all that.
I was just looking up the Kenan and Kel fucking theme song. Yeah, and I was looking up that also today. I don't know.
It was only like in, I want to say November or February, they had tweeted about it, saying that they're going to be the new producers of all that. And I was just like automatically like, well, how the fuck do I become how do I be a camera guy? How do I do anything? Because I want to be a part of a new production crew like that. That'd be awesome.
I don't know what the fuck took Nickelodeon so long to like bring back Kenan and Kel.
What it did was they had to.
They got rid of Dan Soder first.
Schneider.
Oh, Schneider. Dan Schneider.
That's what I'm saying. What they had to do was get rid of Dan Schneider. And
Dan Soder's another one. I'm sorry, man.
And they had to get rid of the other guy, SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So they have literally nothing right now. SpongeBob guy went to jail because of showing his dick to people or something.
Really?
Something like that. Like, yeah, they fired him. I don't know if he went to jail, but they fired him.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
One of the SpongeBob guys. And then, I gotta look it up. I don't want to look it up right now, but I want to look it up. And then, well, we all know Schneider was just a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I know a lot of people think like it's just all conspiracy theory, but like, honestly, man, like this dude had like a shit ton of posts on his Twitter about like feet, young people's feet. Like he had like a fetish for like younger people's feet. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't. Dude, you can check my
got it from
like
Disney.
Who the fuck does that type of shit?
Disney. There was this one episode of Liz McGuire, and I know you remember it. It was the Aaron Carter episode.
Holy shit! I remember. Fucking. God damn, you just took me down memory lane with that. Holy hell! I remember the fucking promos for that. Like they were just like hyping that shit up like so much, and then he like only showed up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, same thing with Frankie Muniz one. Lelaine was forced to take off her shoes and her socks for one part, and she's like, at the time, like, I mean, she was like a year younger than me. She's a year younger than me, so I was like 14 at the time, so she must have been 13. And she remembers being so uncomfortable. She even put a fucking Disney. There's a Disney. Remember those Express Yourself Disney boom with the fucking trumpet and shit?
Yeah.
Well, she said in one of them that she felt so uncomfortable taking off her shoes and showing her feet in that episode, and the producers said it'll be all right. The camera guys started making fun of her feet, saying like, "Oh, it smells," and she was just so embarrassed that she fucking ran away and like pretty much like put on her shoes, and she was like, "I was done for the day." But they cut out a lot of that shit out because there's little things here and there that I'm just noticing. Like, you know what, Lelaine left Disney because of shit like that. And then she left Disney because they literally buried her fucking nationality.
Yeah.
I didn't know that she was fucking Filipino until I looked it up in the fucking internet.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Vanessa Hudgens is Filipino. Did you know that?
Nope. I mean, Disney's a weird company. They've honestly, like, I was thinking to myself today.
Disney's burying everybody.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself today as I was driving home from work. I was like, I don't doubt that one day we're gonna live in a future where most of our state flags are gonna be taken over by corporations. Like, I can literally see like the Florida flag turning into just like Mickey Mouse. Like that's it. And California is like literally gonna turn into like just like the Hollywood, symbol or whatever. Texas, except for Texas. Texas is not going to be touched because they're going to fucking annihilate Texas because there's too many damn conservatives here. That's what they hate. When you get too many of these goddamn people out from Cali who come out here and then they're like, oh, this isn't California. Yeah, no shit, motherfucker. Go up there and go stay at your fucking stupid ass Cali place, and and think that you're smarter than us just because you live next to an ocean.
Disney's got that strong hand on people.
Disney does have a strong hand on Florida. I was looking at this little documentary on YouTube, and like I even looked it up, but what do you really know? The fucking they could put this shit out, just for you to fucking be deceptive by, But yeah, I was looking it up. I mean, Disney has like pretty much of a stronghold on Florida. Like they kind of like choose, who they want, and to come in and move in, and in the state of Florida. And I'm not talking about like residential people. I'm talking about like other corporations. They choose who they want in their state to make money. I mean, yeah, I guess that's corporate America right there. But really, like, I don't know. This just isn't. It's just not what people like go about, like talking about how great this world, this country is. This is too much. I guess corruption. A lot of people getting their palms greased. Making sure that they can make a buck off of whatever they can. That's when I'm trying to tell people about a lot of these politicians, and stuff. Like, you really think that they came up with all these, different type of bills and, propositions and plans, to make our country or our earth better? No, they're bought out easily by corporations. No matter who you vote for. You're really wasting your time, honestly, because we're really gonna move into a dystopian around 2025. This new generation is gonna be taking over within the next few years. I wouldn't be surprised if the next thing is, hey, let's get rid of the borders. Let's unite people. We all need to be united. I see people taking over religious institutions and giving their own agendas into moving forward towards a sort of like a new world order, I guess you'd say. Well, like, that's honestly what I believe. We're all gonna be microchipped, honestly. We all are. And if you don't want to, then you're gonna face a lot of problems. And I look back at a lot of these conspiracy videos, and they weren't uploaded on YouTube. I had to go deep search on Google and Ask Jeeves, like a long ass time ago, because yeah, like I said, you don't easily find these type of videos. You don't easily find these type of sites, and they describe to you. I mean, like, they described in 2006 what 2012 was going to be like, and here we are. People are just at each other's throats for no given reason, really, other than just to prove that one another is right.
I'm right. No, I'm right. No, you're right. I'm right. You're right.
I don't understand it. Like, what do we really gain from it? If we just all mind each other's business, we could be like,
just mind your business.
Yeah, just like Ashley said on Fresh Prince. Just mind your business.
Mind your business.
Just mind your business.
Or fucking was it Garcia? Not Garcia Brothers.
My
shit. Brother and Me.
That didn't last that long. That show, the Garcia Brothers.
No, what I was thinking about, My Brother and Me. He was like, hit me, and then the next clip, he's got a big brown eye.
My Brother and Me. That's the show with the cool ass intro, right? The intro song. Yeah, the beatboxing.
Yeah. That one, and there was another one. There was it was a show like on ABC, and it was like three brothers and one dad, single dad, and their mom died, and her mom was living with them. And it was a rip off of, it was like a more kid-friendly version of that. That's what my brother and me reminded me of. I can't
Yeah.
remember the other show, but I was watching it not long ago, like actually like 3 weeks ago. And I was like, holy shit, this is that show that fucking I used to watch. And it before or after was that Asian girl, Margaret Cho's show, and
Yeah.
she was in a family just kind of the same, but it was like Asian family.
My
Back
brother
in the 90s where
yes.
it was very. I don't understand why people are saying, "Oh, it's a brand new thing to have an all black cast." Bitch, that shit's been going on forever. Or Asian cast.
Yeah, have you never watched Moesha?
God, you never seen UPN?
All of y'all like exactly yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody likes to act all.
I was in love with UPN. I fucking recorded everything.
So did I. I loved that one movie.
SmackDown would come on, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
I love that one show that Kyla Pratt came out on. I forgot what it was. It was her and her dad, and it was her dad's name was like Flex something. I don't remember the show.
Before fucking she did Proud Family.
No, I think it was afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and she was getting all grown up. And I was like, "God damn!"
Yeah.
Looking a little. God damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Holy shit, she's 20, so I can gaga over her."
Yeah.
Yes.
And Moesha was a badass show though. I loved Moesha.
Yeah, Moesha.
There was another
Brandy?
show. Yeah, Brandy.
No,
that was Moesha. That was Moesha.
I was gonna say no, Brandy was Moesha, but he go, yeah, Brandy was in the show. And then I don't know what happened. They sold it to a white family, and then it turned into WB and fucking.
Yeah.
And then we got One Tree Hill and.
Yeah, but like people like to act like all this stuff is like
Hold up,
new, but it's not new.
Yo,
It's,
I'm doing 107.6. What is it?
it's
called?
not new. The thing is that everybody has social media nowadays, so things are a lot more able to be shared and spread out throughout the country, and people are like finding this shit like, holy hell, where has this been? It's like it's been around. It has been around.
I'm gonna show you that I'm copying this. It's fair use law, and I have to have this up at all times.
Yeah, I know, because the government is stupid.
No, yesterday I was fucking.
They are fucking
Yesterday I
stupid to
got
their own
strike.
goddamn laws. Holy shit.
Yesterday
God damn, I fucking hate you all.
Yesterday
I hate you all up in
strike.
Washington. I hate you all up in Washington. I'm not gonna make it this far.
Who's sleeping on the button
I just hate
over
you
there?
all. I just hate you all. And I hate you all up in Austin also with your stupid ass laws also that you're coming up with for fucking Texas trying to screw us around and make us into California. Fuck you. Especially you, Robert O'Rourke.
Ha! Is that how you say his last name?
Yeah, Robert O'Rourke. Beto. Because all you fucking thought a Wonder Bread slice of bread with fucking mayo was too spicy for you. Now you want to call yourself Beto? Fuck you.
He's more like he's a Beto, right?
Yeah, he's a Beto. He's a bitcho, all right.
Yep, there's a joke in there somewhere.
He's a puto, all right.
Yeah. Fuck.
Vote for puto.
So yeah, UPN was awesome, but we're getting on tangents.
Yeah, UPN. I remember they used to show like a few indie wrestling. They came on after SmackDown. I remember there was this one particular match where there's like Luchador was about to pick up this one big long-haired white dude from the turnbuckle in a powerbomb position, and they fucking hit the fucking ceiling tiles, and the ceiling tiles fell down on top of them, and they fell off the goddamn turnbuckle. That was like probably the most raw shit that I've ever seen since like early Monday Night Raw.
What the fuck is that noise? What is that noise? So explain that shit again.
Yeah, like I don't know. There was these two wrestlers, like some indie like promotion from San Antonio bought airtime on the CW network because it had just turned from UPN to the CW network, and you know a lot of what UPN was carrying didn't carry over to CW, so CW was like willing to take whatever in to fill in a couple slots. So after SmackDown came on, RCW, I think it was RCW, would come on. And there was this one match where there was like these two wrestlers, and they were on the turnbuckle, and one of them pulls them up for a power bomb, and like they're like too close to the ceiling, and he fucking smacks the ceiling tiles, and the ceiling tiles all come crashing down on the wrestlers, and they like fall off the turnbuckle.
Was that RCW?
Yeah.
I want to know if that fucking shit's online. It's got to be, right?
Oh yeah.
What year was that?
Shit, I want to say maybe about 2006.
Oh. Wow, and RCW doesn't even have a TV show anymore. It's crazy, huh?
You can find them though on.
Wow, I forgot all about Room Raiders.
You can find them on. Oh shit, Room Raiders. God damn.
Where they used to do the jizz test.
Room Raiders was a hell of a show. So fake though. When you look back at it now, it's like.
Oh yeah, it was all fake.
Yeah.
2006. What'd you say? You could find it on where?
I don't think you can find it on YouTube, honestly. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the names of the wrestlers were, but I mean that's the promotion that it was having. That was having that match.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, I
what
know.
The fuck were we talking about? Okay, we're gonna talk about the next match, though.
Yeah,
fuck
so
that first match.
Honestly, yeah. So I mean, if you can kind of get the flavor of what tonight's show is, WWE wasn't actually really that great tonight.
It's so fucking shitty that we're talking about other shit.
Yeah, we're talking about so much other shit other than just what actually happened in this goddamn pay-per-view.
Honestly, I wasn't listening. I was paying more attention because I had the audio off and I was watching that other show at the same time that they were reacting to it, because it was real people and it was the people that aren't being utilized in the back, just there eating catering.
Yeah, no.
And they were reacting to it. It was fucking badass. That was more watching them and watching on the left screen and watching them on the right screen was way more entertaining with the audio off on the left. And I didn't even notice that Becky Lynch brought out. I just looked and I was like, she's doing the mandible claw, but I didn't even notice that she botched the fucking the Sacco moment.
Yeah, that's a lot of. I guess that has to say a lot about the commentary team, because they just don't do a real good job about
she just has
like telling a story.
She just has her fingers in there, old school style. But I'm like, wait, why is there a sock on the fucking floor? Oh, it just keeps repeating the gif. It's a gif or whatever. I was waiting for it to show the sock on the floor, but it shows the sock on the floor somewhere. Maybe she throws it out later. But, yeah, the commentating team is horrible, man. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of Renee going, oh, ow. And I'm tired of looking Michael Cole just being a robot. And I'm tired of Corey Graves being an indecisive color commentator or face.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, so let's be honest. It's never going to be as good as it once was. It never will.
And then with that saying forward, like, I'll tell you that how I thought about the match. It was literally, it was boring.
I expected it to be that way. I mean, Lacey Evans clearly isn't. I mean, I don't want to shit on like her whole.
She looks like Miss America, but a heel. which is cool. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean she got the gimmick on point and everything, but just in ring it just doesn't come across that way, you know, like I see her and she just looks like somebody who's...
She looks like a whore.
Yeah. No, she just looks like, I don't know, somebody just hasn't been in that, you know, like who hasn't been there or experienced it too much, you know. And it's not a knock on her. That's a lot of knock on the WWE for pulling up people, you know, too early for, you know, more than what they...
And I don't mean like a bad whore. I mean that one that's going to be like going out to the club and be like, I'm going to get it tonight, bitch. And you don't even know it. It's coming.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. The way Dana Brooke was looking tonight,
Yeah, that was Dana Brooke tonight. She was like, I'm going to get something. Dana, I'm here.
Woo! Heath Slater didn't want it. Jeff Jarrett didn't want it.
Tonga didn't want it.
Yeah, no. That's
the Gallows and Anderson were sitting behind her, and Otis and the other guy, what's his name?
Yeah.
Fucking
I don't know, the heavy machinery guys
didn't want it.
Who, like, look, man, you're asking for more trouble. I mean, if you're gonna get with some chick,
I want
to
know how much trouble she's gonna get me in if it's gonna be like that.
Exactly.
Like a little bit or a lot, or what are we going for? Like, I'm gonna get stuck with something forever.
Yeah. So maybe we should just like head to the last two matches of Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, because New Day and Sami Zayn, we already said that.
Yeah, honestly,
hold on. Ricochet and Joe. That was a good match because it was the only match that had a story that was a little guy getting over.
Yeah, it was an even better match because I didn't have to watch a guy get his asshole plugged. So yeah, that's always great.
I still need to see that video.
So these last two matches, Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler in a steel cage match. It was actually a pretty good match. I want to say, Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler. Kofi Kingston is a very good worker. I wouldn't call him like a technician like Dean Ambrose, Dean Malenko, but I mean he knows his spots. He knows his he knows his groove. He knows what to capitalize on. He knows that the Trouble in Paradise is the money maker. So he was able to capitalize on that and get Dolph Ziggler in the position to kind of roll out of that and trying to escape from the cage match. And I thought it was a pretty cool spot. Dolph Ziggler shoves off Kofi Kingston into the ropes, and Kofi Kingston rebounds off of the ropes and just dives outside and hits the floor before Dolph Ziggler hits it, and retains the WWE Championship. And I thought it was a pretty good match. If I can go Dave Meltzer on this, I would say 3.5 stars. It was 3.5 stars match. It was okay. It was pretty good. Going on to Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. My God, I had to muster up the strength for this, man. Like honestly, it's not a. Well, no. It is a knock on the Seth Rollins character. He's not Stone Cold. I'm sorry. He can go around carrying a chair as much as he wants. Fucking deck anybody who he wants. But honestly, like when he gets on the mic, like he just sounds like a complete like total like geek, Mm-hmm. Like and I can't take him seriously. Like he's like John, Why don't you come out here, John?
I'm gonna kill him, John. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
You know, and then, compared to that to like, I want to go ahead and drink some beer. What? Drink some beer? What? What'd you say? What? You know, like, holy shit! Like, it's a completely different, like, feel.
That's why the Weasel heel worked for Seth Rollins.
It did, yeah, it did. It really did. Like Seth Rollins, honestly, to me, is like a great heel. He's like what Shawn Michaels was as a heel, but they try and like they want to make him as what Shawn Michaels was as a face.
And how many faces they have? Probably 98% faces.
One. Let's be honest, people. Shawn Michaels was not a good face throughout the 90s.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying now. How many faces do they have now in the current roster? There's probably like 98% people that are face and 2% that are heel. They don't have enough heels for all these fucking faces to get over.
No, they don't.
What makes a good face is your Ric Flairs, your fucking Rocks, your fucking Chris Benoit's for a while, and your fucking Chris Jericho's. Of course, you have to have a great heel to go with a great fucking face. And if you can't fucking live up to that,
to me,
mentality,
To me, Roman Reigns is the perfect heel that needs to go along right now,
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins should both just go heel and make their own faction.
Yeah. And
it'd be awesome.
It's too bad we don't got Dean Ambrose here to fucking be the Avenger.
And the thing is that you make a faction, but you don't make a tag team. You make a faction because you're both top guys. You don't make a faction because you want the tag team belts. Look at DX. They were a faction, and did HBK and fucking Shawn Michaels go after the tag team belts after they were on top?
Yeah.
They might have probably in 2006 when they're old folks, but when they're in the fucking on the top of the mountain, no. You make a faction of two top guys, and you fucking go heel and say we're the best ever, and I'll go after whatever you don't go after because we're both friends.
But even if they were like two top guys, they can make it work like Triple H and Stone Cold did when they were they did this whole power trip type of tag team champion. They were both going out there and fucking wrecking shop.
Triple H and Stone Cold.
Yeah, they were fucking badass. I remember there was this one match.
I think anything that Stone Cold did as a tag team was awesome to me because he was the top guy, giving other people fucking room to fucking breathe and be a top guy. And I was like, holy shit! You know what that means though? That he was probably injured from his knee, and he needed when you do a tag team, it's not brutal on your body. And you don't have as many dates.
Yeah.
So I could see why it was awesome because he fucking put out all the fucking classic hits in a match and made it good.
Yeah.
He had the same match over and over. He was another guy that had the same match over and over. But it was awesome because it was believable. And he did the spots at the right time. He didn't fucking throw him into the corner and say, okay, now I'm going to stop a mud hole in you. No, he fucking beat their ass into the corner, and then he stopped a mud hole into them. I was like, yes, believable. Believable.
Honestly, like, I think to myself, I'm like, God damn, man. I wish I would have lived a life between 1965 to 1999. No. 2001. That was it. So I don't have to see the fucking
40 years.
So I don't have to see the shitty ass invasion. I don't have to see the reign of terror of Triple H.
No, that's why you just quit watching.
Oh, well, there's that. No, but then, let's be honest. I don't have to see all the shitty television that came on around the 2005 era. Also, just
like shitty commercials.
Yeah, just hey, I don't know. Just television just like took a turn.
Sometimes I look at those televisions, and I actually did a podcast not long ago saying, now look at this commercial and look at this commercial. And it was like 2000. It was like 2005. That's all. It looks like all the fucking same. But then I go back to the 80s. I'm like, look at these commercials. Everything looks stylistic the same, but it doesn't have the flat. Like they put too much makeup on people, then they fucking have to light everything flat.
Yeah,
Like,
so then it exposes them, you know, and it makes them look fake.
It looks fake, and then I look at something from the 80s, like I'll look at Top Gun, and I'm just like, look how fucking stylistic Top Gun is, and then we look like I don't know, what's a good action movie that just happened? There's nothing like Top Gun, honestly, that you can fucking really put it to.
I guess
look at John Wick. John Wick.
John Wick, The Expendables.
Yeah,
The Expendables 1 and 2.
Expendables.
No. Take out 2. The Expendables 1 was good enough, in my opinion. That was good enough.
I think the one where Chuck Norris came in was the only part that I was like, oh, Chuck Norris. Yeah. And then I was like, all right, and the rest of the movie is just whatever.
Yeah, no, the rest of it was fucking Sylvester Stallone.
He was a bad guy, right?
Yeah. Look at Jay. Look at Jay. Fucking. He's been playing the same like character like since forever. It works for him, but you know, he's very limited. I thought Judge Dredd, when he fucking played Rocky Balboa in Judge Dredd, I was like, what the fuck?
I am the law.
I just got beat up. I am the law.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people are shitting on this pay-per-view right now. That's why I don't even want to fucking talk about it. It's kind of just like, whatever. Everybody's waiting, honestly, for next week, Fyter Fest. And if you are going to fucking put that shit saying, hold up. Honestly, I don't even think there's one person out there that's not waiting for it. Because a few months, not even a year ago.
So then
a year ago, when
let's get into that. You know, let's look up the matches.
When AEW, I was trying to look them up, but I can't ever find the fucking cards.
Yeah, let's try and find the matches.
The only way I can find the cards is going to the.
I know right now. You got Moxley and Joey Janela.
That's what I was going to talk about. Okay, like right now everybody's saying that. Okay, right now everybody's on AEW's nuts, but let's take it back to a few years ago. Everybody was saying the Bullet Club is just all hype.
Yeah.
Last time the Bullet Club came through with the Bucks.
Yeah.
It was sold the fuck out. I remember I was trying to get you in. And
I wanted to go, yeah.
Dude, it was fucking sold the fuck out.
I wish I would have went, man. That was like the last time, you know, like.
That was the last time they were in Harlem.
Yeah.
That was the last time I got to actually like hang with them for like a few minutes. It was that wasn't the last time, because the last time was in June last year at the Aztec, and the fucking tickets were like $75. I was like, $75 can suck my nuts. Crotch chop. So, yeah, I wish he went, but the Bullet Club at that time was the first time I saw him, 2016 or 17.
That's when they were at like their hottest, man. Like
in 17, it was still minuscule. It was growing. It grew, but it was still minuscule here. And then then they got their Hot Topic deal, and they came here, and everybody had they had like every fucking version of the shirt. That's why I never went to Hot Topic to go get a shirt.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck it. I started ordering them off of Pro Wrestling Tees, but when they came through, what I'm trying to get at is everybody had that shirt. It was a sea of people, and the Kingdom, who have been there probably just as long, were literally like, "Fuck the Bullet Club, buy our shirts." They were on the fucking table selling their shirts, and I tried to buy one, but it was too small.
Who was the Kingdom though? That was Maria
the original Kingdom was Michael Bennett. Before Adam Cole, I forgot the guy's name, but I think it was Adam Cole as well. And I know it was Adam Cole as well.
Yeah.
And then we had Matt Talfish, right?
Matt Taven,
yeah.
Dude, can you believe he's the fucking ROH champion right now?
He's the leader. He should be ROH. And you see how tatted he's gotten since then? He's got those dreads now.
I don't know.
Wait, is he the one with the dreads now?
No, he's got like a mohawk or something.
Oh, okay.
Matt Taven, he wears like fucking gloves and stuff. Like
Yeah,
he's the ROH champion right now, and I don't want to shit on the guy because he's
been there for a long time. Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. He's champion because
he's been there.
He's been there, and
he's gonna be there.
And there's nobody else left.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on him like that, but I'm just saying, look.
Jay Lethal needs to get up out of there. Jay Lethal needs to move on.
Lethal probably doesn't even
something else.
No. Lethal doesn't want. I'd tell you as much. Lethal is gonna be. Yes, Lethal could leave, but I think Lethal's gonna be there and fucking wait for something because he's not gonna go to WWE and he's not gonna go to AEW anytime soon. If he does go to AEW,
he needs to.
If he does go to Fyter Fest or the next pay-per-view, Chicago, because I think he is from Chicago, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
Or around.
I don't know. I don't want to confirm that.
Yeah, I need to fucking like.
Mr. Lethal, we're not trying to affiliate you with any Chicagoans if you're not from Chicago.
It honestly doesn't say where he's from. But I'm just saying, like, I think Lethal would be the next better guy, but this dude is literally 5 days older than me. And he's been there, done that.
He has. But that in ROH he has.
In ROH and TNA.
He needs to go to AEW. I'm not trying to throw that at you, man. Like telling you what you need, because a lot of wrestlers listen to a lot of random podcasts talking about wrestling. So I'm not trying to tell you, man, what you do. Well, what you need to do with your career and everything. But from what I've seen personally, you've done everything in ROH. The only places to go is either AEW or WWE. Or be
WWE for a second.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like a jobber at?
No. I don't think so. No.
Not a jobber, but an indie wrestler. No.
I don't think so. No.
No, who's that guy that?
S.A. Rios.
No. I'm thinking about fucking R-Truth looking like some other guy that was in TNA. That's what I'm thinking about. But it doesn't honestly say where he was born, but
honestly, Jay Lethal's kind of done everything there needs to be done in ROH, He's held that company down.
Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's laying low and fucking gonna roll out the ring.
Who knows? He might have even retirement on his plan, on his mind, he's been in the business for...
No, if you're gonna fucking... How long has he been wrestling for ROH?
He's been there for years, he's barely started up again, I think around 2011,
The Bucks had said in an interview saying that it would take him 20 years to retire from ROH to get on, to live comfortably. So... But...
he doesn't just get ROH bookings though. Yeah.
True, but the Bucks didn't as well.
But
then they said in New Japan you would.
No. But here's my grief with the Bucks. The Bucks before AEW were saying that they were making close to around $100K a year from solid bookings. You know what I mean?
But to retire with the family and all that shit, that $100K will go away in one damn year with their fucking... If they live in a regular house like this, it's bought off on the property, yeah, they can make it through. But I guarantee you they don't live like that.
I can guarantee somebody like Jay Lethal does, though.
A minimalist is a rare find in wrestling after you've made the money.
I'd be a minimalist, honestly.
I would too, because I'd be like, fucking crazy. What's fucking wrong with you?
$600 pig on a fucking car? Fuck you!
Right.
Goddamn!
I got this jalopy around the corner. $50.
I'd be fine. Honestly, I'd be fine with a 2003 Mustang right now, and I'd be fine with that forever.
What I would be doing is I would fucking buy acre.
Honestly,
fucking build a house. There you go.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
All I need
Why
is
do you-
gym, weed, and my sleep. That's all I need.
So you buy an acre in Colorado and you fucking have a gym inside with the movie theater.
Yeah, that's honestly all I need.
It's not even a
Like-
movie theater. It's a living room, but it's
Yeah.
a movie theater because we have surround sound 9.7 or whatever, 10.0.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's all. Like I don't care for like fancy cars or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to live the Ric Flair life. You know. So when it comes to like you know,
I would at least have like a few fancy appliances, maybe some gear that I would like, but I would not overextend a house that I should. I mean, yeah, I could overextend a house just to have more privacy, and like you know, like the way like Benoit had pretty much had two houses built into to one house.
yeah,
He had a house, and then you would have to go up the stairs, go into like this fucking bridge that goes into another house. That'd be cool. But I mean, we all know what happened in that other house, so that's not.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That's not cool.
I wonder if anybody moved into that place.
Yeah, no. Have you not seen the fucking people still go to that house from people that live there, and they ask them if they can film the property and go around the thing, and they let them in. Sometimes they pay them like $20.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fucking shit, that's good. $20, bitch.
Shit, I would. Yeah, $40 everybody. Oh, you want
you want to see the room?
Yeah.
100. God damn it!
you want to see the Bowflex?
Oh shit! 1,000. You want to see where the vomit spot? God damn it!
Oh shit.
There's even jizz spots, and there's fucking blood stains. What do you want to see? I got it all.
Oh man, yeah, I'd fucking whore out that house.
I would too, but it'd be bad for the juju.
I would.
I'd fucking like if I do that, I wouldn't live there.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I'd probably like sleep out in a tent, like
No,
Far-
then Benoit will fucking give me
close
a
to the driveway, so I can like fucking run out
Benoit
and be
will
like,
give me-
ooh.
Benoit will give you a headbutt from the fucking pillar of the driveway.
Fucking Benoit, crazy motherfucker.
Dude, his fucking promos were fucking weird too. Every promo he's had. Like,
Yeah,
I
no.
would look at him and I'm like, why doesn't he fix his tooth?
I don't know, fucking making about $100K a year.
Why didn't he just fix his tooth? But I think he did it because it gave him character.
Yeah, he was. I would see signs in the crowd called the toothless crossfacer. Or something like that. Yeah, something like that. I would see that.
The ruthless and toothless. God damn it. Oh yeah, today's pay-per-view sucked. It was terrible. I don't remember the ending.
It was subpar. I don't want to shit on the performers or whatever. You know,
The
they
performers are doing what they have to do because
Yeah.
everybody wrote.
go
for
out
them
and
to
do what they got to do. But honestly, WWE just like
There's still more in there.
yeah. The product itself. I mean, like the way they book it, everybody's pretty much even Steven. There's no real superstar. John Cena left the company and being the biggest. I guess no, he wasn't the biggest face. Everybody fucking booed him, right? But he
was
left.
the biggest draw.
Yeah, he left being the biggest draw, not putting anybody over. I don't give a shit.
Merchandise seller.
I don't give a shit if he passed the torch to Roman Reigns on a bullshit pay-per-view like Judgment Day. Like that, something like that should have happened on WrestleMania. You know, like the passing of a torch. John Cena's not coming back full time no more. He's already stated that. He's even like contemplated retirement. So it's like all the last few years from 2007 are just kind of a waste because he's been on top and like around.
He's not coming back anymore because he's on that Bumblebee money.
He's
you know
not
how
a-
much that shit gave him? Gave him
shit ton.
$20.1 million. Probably. He was like, holy shit, I just made what I would make in 5 years of WWE. No, 10 years of WWE. In one fucking stupid movie that he was only in it. He only filmed it for a few months. Did you see that movie? I didn't see that movie. I'm just saying that John Cena he's doing it smart like The Rock. The Rock is only coming back. Oh, tits. The Rock is only coming back because he misses wrestling, not because he wants to wrestle. Or not because he wants to wrestle money. Dave Bautista missed wrestling. Don't do that. It makes it worse. Just get the other one. Dave Bautista missed wrestling too. That's the only reason why he was back. The only reason why John Cena will come back is if he misses wrestling. And then look at this whole Nikki Bella shit. Like, that shit is so sad too. Like, they got married and they got engaged.
Yeah, no. Holy shit, I forgot about that. They got engaged at WrestleMania. He fucking got down in his jorts. Like, Nikki, you're the only one that can really see me.
Stupid. We all knew that shit was fake. By that time, we knew that John Cena was just he was just talking out of his ass to get probably another $1 million. Whatever you did, John, that's even your real name. You did it good. Because to be honest, if you were out still wrestling, we would still hate you. We still do, but we don't hate you as much. Thank you for staying away and showing how wrestling really is, because they don't have, since you're not there, ain't got kids, ain't no kids watching anymore, so now the PG-13 era can come back, hopefully. And I know you would want that too, because who didn't love that? We need some PG-14, not 13, my bad. And Triple H, you can shove all you want, but I hope you're shoveling in the right direction to get this shit going back on the road. Because I'm a WWE fan. I say WWF because WWF. I was in that shit. Shit, I could even say WWWF if I wanted to. Wait, how many W's was that? 4? WWW. WWWF. WWWF. Go to www.wwf.www.com.
Yeah.
It's only $9.99.
The WWE Universe needs to tune into the WWE Network for $9.99.
But just imagine if they were still called WWWF. That'd be a fucking... Bret Hart would have fucking just left. Oh, fuck you, Vince. Fuck you, Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Vince.
Fuck you, Vince. You brought up my daddy?
You know, because me and my brother Owen, we would do the matches for at the SummerSlam, and I would just spit at Vince McMahon's eyes.
Vince McMahon, as the broken Matt Hardy would say.
McMahon, yeah. I like Triple H though. I'll tell you as much. His old theme song, when he came out with fucking I Am the Game, and he had been away for a long time. He had been away for like 8 months because of the hyperextended knee.
Yeah.
He comes back on a fucking Raw. They don't fucking save him for pay-per-views at the time.
Madison Square Garden.
It was, dude, I was watching it on a CRTV, and I was just like... It was like, just imagine watching
Triple
it.
H.
Just imagine watching, not a Spanish TV. Like,
Oh, shit.
The old CRTVs that grandma used to have. A big fat TV, and it had like only this much you could see. I was losing my mind, dude. In the room that doesn't exist anymore because they knocked it down.
Yeah.
But losing my fucking mind. I remember that was a day that I didn't go to my cousin Josh's house because we were watching on this fucking big screen TV, and I'll go crazy over it. But I was like, I'm gonna stay home and make sure I record it because I think the last few times the fucking VCR stopped.
Dude, I went over to grandma's house the other day, man, and they still have that big ass like jumbo TV, like big old flat screen, old school TV.
Dude, if you
that mom and dad
where
gave
do they
them.
have it though? Is nobody watching it?
It's in the back.
I need to have that TV. If anybody's not watching it, I need to have it. Because there was a few TVs in there. I had the Magnavox TV and the Philips TV still there. If it's still there, those are my TVs. But I want to see our TVs so bad because the only way I can play these old fucking Nintendo games are CR TVs.
You can find them at thrift stores.
Oh, fuck the thrift store. I
Goodwill.
Find it. Honestly, I'd find it online, but online is like 50. Since they weigh 50 pounds, the fucking shipping and handling is ridiculous. But those ones on Amazon are fucking badass. They're the ones that I really wanted. The big one, like a better version of what the one in the fucking washroom used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if it's there anymore, but I was just saying, like. But I'm saying, like, that big ass fucking one, it was a better version of that one. I was like, it was only $200 too. Nah, I think like 160. But
yeah.
But the fucking shipping and handling was ridiculous. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, that's where they always try and fuck you at.
That's why it was fucking so cheap. I think that's why it came out to. I think it was like 175. That's what it came out to. So it was like 75 for the shipping and $100 for the TV. I was like, what the fuck? No.
Everybody's just watching Triple H bury everybody. The main roster. There goes Elgin. There goes.
There goes
Owens. There goes. Zayn.
There goes Hogan. There goes me. There goes. No, he's just burying. Fucking,
I'm better than Stone Cold. I'm
there
better than
goes Sean. There goes Road Dogg. There goes Billy. There goes X Pac. Yeah. All me. God damn it. Who else was? Oh,
China.
Oh, you can't. We don't mention the bitch.
There goes. There goes.
There goes Japan.
Oh, fucking.
There goes the Asian.
It's just a shitty business, man. It's a shitty business.
I mean, in WWE, dude, I've heard so many secrets. It's fucking weird. I don't care to fucking announce it on air, but.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if they were in cahoots with like the Rothschilds or fucking the fucking who else is in charge of this country? The Rothschilds. But
I'll give you this.
Yeah. Since
weed has been legal, they've been very lenient.
The Rockefellers. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in bed with the Rockefellers.
Well, I mean, Trump Tower is how far from Rockefeller Tower?
I mean, not too far.
And are they cahoots? Are they friends? Because Vince McMahon, they don't call it the WWE headquarters. They call it
Titan Towers.
It's all towers, man.
Yeah.
With these fucking billionaires.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is the smallest billionaire, of course, to them, but he's their friend. Look at Linda McMahon. She's in the fucking.
This is what I was telling everybody earlier. I mean, like all of this stuff is kind of like laid out.
Now think about it like this: NFL has been sucking for how long?
Very much.
And now that Trump's in fucking power, this is his last year, I think. Vince
Could be.
Yeah, could be. Probably not. But Vince McMahon is snapping his fucking fingers right now and saying, "Hey, remember that favor you owe me? So help me with that NFL." And I can get my XFL over, and I'll become a trillionaire.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Vince, I know what you're fucking.
Holy shit! You just pointed. Holy shit! You just fucking pointed out something I wasn't looking at. Yeah, the NFL is fucking sucking.
Yeah. No, it's been sucking. Look at South Park. They've been fucking making fun of it forever.
They have, yeah. I remember, what is it? The one where
kneeling and standing, and they got J.J. Abrams. The fucking
sarcastic ball.
Oh, sarcastic ball. God damn it. I'm just telling you the truth. It's literally just plain on and simple. Look, it's business moves being made out in public, but they give you the fucking, instead of them showing that this is happening on the news, guess what the news is pointing to? Celebrities more than ever.
Yeah, you know.
And that's why I don't watch TV anymore. So when I don't watch TV anymore,
that's like what Dave Chappelle said. You know, like what happened on 9/11. Like MTV was like, we got Ja Rule here. We got Ja Rule here. Ja Rule, what do you think about this? He's like, motherfucker, I don't get what Ja Rule thinks.
Yeah, motherfucker, God damn it, what's that? And he goes, oh no, who was it? 50 Cent was like, hey, Ja Rule, how you gonna be gangsters singing about where would I be without my baby? Yeah. He started calling him out. I was like, all right, 50. What's his name? Terry? Or
Curtis Jackson.
Curtis Jackson. Terry Crews. Hey, that's like another guy that's fucking coming out and saying that fucking Hollywood's fucked up and they raped him and shit like that.
Yeah, no, he's a big motherfucker. And
well, he's a big motherfucker because they raped his ass. Yeah. Then he got big.
I'm gonna do these push-ups, and then they ain't gonna touch me.
One day.
And that's the truth. With some cheese on it.
How did you know this is my favorite song, though? You know what I'm talking about?
Fucking,
white girls?
Yeah.
White chicks? White bitches?
Everybody's watching.
No. It was Vanessa Carlton.
Which was that?
And I need you. Oh. And I want you.
I remember the one song. Oh no, I was remembering on
Or was it Michelle Branch? I always got those.
No. Yeah. No, you got it right. I was remembering on the movie Click with Adam Sandler. He comes out on it, and like there's
that's
part.
One movie I never followed through with the entire. No. I fucking once he got the fucking remote and he started rewinding his family.
Yeah. You knew it was going to be fucking downhill from there.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. He was going to regret it, and then he was going to fucking find truth and fucking rewind the entire thing to before he fucking got the remote. And am I right? Did he rewind the things before he got... Because I still not watched it.
Yeah, no.
Did he rewind it all the way to before he got the remote?
Yeah, no. The truth is that they all lived on a snow globe. And it was a... fucking
wow, that just blew my mind. I'm just gonna I have to watch that now. That's how stupid I have to watch. I'm gonna be like this. Oh god damn, what were you smoking that day, Adam? God.
No, it's like
JoJo's in this movie.
What the fuck is his name? What the fuck is his name? The one M. Night Shyamalan. That's the type of ending that he would put to that movie Click. Oh, they all live on a snow globe. M. Night Shyamalan.
Dude,
what a twist!
If M. Night Shyamalan was still he's still relevant right now. But if he was still doing,
what was the last movie that he just did? It just came out like
something very good.
Yeah,
and everybody's like,
wasn't it Twist? And then he did Glass, and then everybody was like,
yeah, I think he did Glass, and everybody's like, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, but he did. Twist was good, he did though. Devil.
Yeah, from what I heard, Devil. Oh, that was a pretty shitty movie.
Yeah, and that was his last shitty movie because at the same time I called it out from the beginning. I was like, "Yo, if you haven't seen a spoiler, bitch, yo, old Granny right here is the devil." I called it. Old Granny the devil. It's always a trick of the eye. Go ahead. Yeah. Well. So, keep going about anything.
Yeah, I mean, so like right now, like I'm like bringing up M. Night Shyamalan. Like I'm just thinking about like the movie Signs right now, and just how it kind of like it affected me as a young kid. I remember like because I was sleeping in like the game room, and for those of y'all, I mean, like I'm not trying to like paint like a vague description, but like I slept in this room upstairs, and it was a game room, and it was pretty open. You know, it had no walls or whatever, just windows. Like maybe about four extra windows that you could see out of, and there was this one window that you could like peek out of, and it was, you could see the neighbor's roof. And I had just got done, seeing the movie Signs, and there's this part where Mel Gibson's daughter, I don't know what his name was in the movie, they just called him Father, in some parts, yeah, his daughter like says that there's a man standing outside of her window, and forever I was terrified sleeping in that room thinking that I'm gonna look outside the window at the neighbor's house, and on top of his house is gonna be like this tall, slender, green man, and I was just, it terrified me. It really did. Like, I was able to watch, I've been able to watch, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street, The Exorcist, like movies like that, but for some reason, like, Signs is always like giving me like this very eerie feeling, just because like I feel, I wholeheartedly feel that that's gonna be what our future is.
Yes, no, I know that. I'll tell you this much. Signs was an awesome, amazing fucking movie that I never got to see in theaters. I saw it on VHS when I was in high school, and I kept watching it over, because in theaters, the way they fucking promoted the movie was stupid. So I never wanted to watch it. But when I watched it on VHS, it was awesome. It was fucking badass. I liked it. It was all story. It was kind of like a Quentin Tarantino meets. The only thing that was with Quentin Tarantino, the thing died.
Yeah,
Knew it.
Kaputs. Anyways,
it was Quentin Tarantino meets a little bit of like not a J.J. Abrams, but at the time it was probably like a whatever director that fucking was doing something like sci-fi-ish. So I thought that was pretty cool, because they actually showed it, but they didn't. It was kind of like Jaws. They showed it, but they didn't show it too much. And then there was a shot where they showed it way too much. And I was like, oh god.
Yeah. That the last scene.
But when she says there's a guy on the roof outside my window, I looked at it, and we're all, the way they fucking edited that and they peered it out the window, I was just like,
that was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, because it's exactly how you would do it. It's like, there's nothing outside the window, and you're like looking, and you're just like,
is that something I should be worried about?
And then it fucking ran, and I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know if anybody's had a paranormal experience, but god damn it, I've had too fucking many, and that's my reaction. Nah, it's all, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's all cool. Fuck. I guess not.
Yeah.
But you have to have humor. You have to have humor when that shit happens, because you can't be too scared. Because if you're too scared, you're just
it overcomes you. You know what I mean? And I had that sort of that kind of experience a while back. And it's crazy. I want to say, I work at a hotel. And the hotel that I worked at, there was a suicide that happened. An old man killed himself. Every now and then, I'll be in my office, and I can hear an old man talking, and he's, it sounds just like right behind the wall that I'm at. I have my door open in my office, so I hear. I can hear, and I hear somebody talking out there, and one time I heard, like about a week ago, I heard somebody talking, and I go out there and I check. There's nobody. That was my first time ever experiencing something like that in the office, because before that, I had experiencing something where they called me, the front desk called me to a room saying, hey, can you go check out this room? Supposedly, guests are complaining. There's a noise complaint noisy kids, noisy family going on in this room. Just go up there, let them know. And I've done this plenty of times, and I go up to the room, I knock at the door, and I hear people in the room. I hear people in the room clearly because it's at the end. It's at the end of the hall. At the end of the hall, there's only 2 rooms, and they're like maybe about 5 feet away from the last room at the hall, at the end of the hall, which would be like maybe about 322, 422, 522. You go on up all the way to the 8th floor, and I go up to that room. I knock on it. I hear kids in that room. I hear a mother scream out, hey, calm down, there's somebody here, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna come into the room. And I wait there for about like maybe 3-5 minutes. Nobody comes to the room. Nobody comes to the door to answer it. So I knock again, and at the same time, as I'm waiting there, I hear kids in there, and I hear an adult in there, but nobody comes to answer the door. So I knock again, and no answer again, but I hear people inside there. So I grab my walkie-talkie, and I call to the front desk. I'm like, hey, you said 322? And they're like, yeah. There's a noise complaint. They're saying that there's kids, too loud in there, and they're just wondering if you can go in there, just let them know that they're being a little bit too loud. It's 10 o'clock at night, So, I knock again. No answer. So, by then, I gotta do something. You know what I mean? I can't just go up there and be like, knock, nobody's there, blah, blah, blah. When there's clearly somebody who's there. I get my ass chewed out in the next morning. So, I put my card into the little whatever card key reader, and I open the door slowly, because you never know. I don't want to startle anybody. So I'm like, maintenance, anybody here? And I get no call back. I don't even hear the kids or the parents anymore. And all of a sudden, I could, like, from the peek hole, I could see that there was lights on. You can't see in, but you can see that there's lights on. And all of a sudden, it's pitch black in there. And all I see is the light pole that's on the outside of the room, outside of it, that's lighting up the pool. It's very bright, so it kind of lights up the room because it's the end of the room facing the pool. And I open the, I don't hear kids. I don't hear nobody. And right then and there, the hairs on my arm started standing up. And I opened the door slowly, and I looked to the end of the room, and there was this shadow there, and it like pointed out this way, towards the window, like out to the room, like these long ass fingers, like fucking demonic fingers, I would say.
It's not a demon, it's an in-betweener.
Something like that. Fucking pointed out. And holy shit, man, like, my heart, like, literally, like, sank. Like, I never felt that feeling in my life before. It was so weird, like, and it was like, oh my god. And I closed the door, and I, like, real fast, I didn't even step in there, you know what I mean? I just fucking shut that shit as soon as I saw that, and then sooner or later, a few weeks later, a buddy of mine, who opens up in the morning, told me, he's like, hey, I don't want to, like, scare you or anything. He's like, have you, like, experienced anything, like, creepy or whatever? I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, this other morning, I was here by myself. I, like, I got a call up to the second floor, and I go up there, and it's early in the morning. It's like probably about like 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no housekeepers there, but the door to the back landing where the housekeepers keep all their stockings at, open. It was open, and then it just shut, just like poof. Like somebody would shut their door, like if they're pissed off or whatever. Yeah. And my buddy was like,
and everybody knocks it off as it's
yeah. My buddy was like, oh, what the
It's
fuck?
the wind.
What the fuck? You know, and he went inside there, and he said the lights weren't working at all, and the lights are automatic. You know what I mean? The second you step in there, the lights turn on, and they weren't.
It's because it was being blocked by something of a dark mass that you can't see.
Yeah. And
if
he
you
was
get a camera. If you get a camera out, you can see it. But if you don't, because the camera can see more than our human eyes. If you get a dog, actually, your dog or your cat will. Yeah, we'll tell you about it.
No, there's. I mean, the dogs fucking go crazy at that hotel for some reason. Like, I don't want to say for some reason. I know what the reason is. You want to say
what hotel this is?
I don't want to bring it up. I work there, you know.
I know what hotel this is.
Yeah, no, don't bring it up. I'm about to go on my third year there. But yeah, like, you know, the dogs go crazy there. They do. Like, the second they're left alone there, I hear them. I get noise complaints from them. Hey, the dog's going crazy over here. The dog's going crazy over there. The dog's going crazy over here. I was like, that's not something that's random, you know. That's not something that's.
Well, you allow dogs. So.
We do. Yeah, they allow dogs, but a lot of certain other dogs are pretty tamed. You know what I mean? And those dogs are usually like the smaller breed, you know, because they're, you know, like sort of like what you know what's going on over here at this house, you know what I mean? The smaller breeds, so, you know, they're more contained. You know, they want their bed, they want their kennel, whatever, you know what I mean? But the bigger dogs, you know, the ones that are, you know, that are more roundabout,
they want to fuck shit up.
Yeah, they want to fuck shit up, but for some reason they start going and they're barking at doors. They're barking at the door. I go up there and I'm knocking, you know, and I'm like, all right, you know, like there's nobody in here, you know, so this dog is just randomly, you know, just here, you know, and people won't bring their dogs along, you know, knowing that they gotta pay about a $40, you know, fee if their dogs are fucking making a noise complaint, you know, unless you're an asshole, you know, but I mean, no people like, dude, that's $40. That's 4.5 G's right there. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna fucking waste that shit.
Well, yeah.
Sort of like that one podcast, remember, or one show you showed me to, where the guy was like looking through the ghost box or whatever.
Damn. Which one? Oh, Paranormal Huff. Yeah. That guy's kind of a poser, but I mean, sometimes he gets some good shit, but I don't know if it's real. He's I don't think he's ever experienced anything real. If he did, he's trying to recreate it for fucking
shit.
YouTube.
I experienced some shit here at the house, and I know you did one time, but I don't know if I ever like told. A few, because same here. Also, I experienced not just one.
I did the other day. The fucking lights turned off on me, and I go, really? And they turn back on me, and I go, all right. And I was cooking eggs.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've experienced a few things here also, you know, like, but I remember the first time like that shit ever started happening to us.
It doesn't even bother me anymore.
Yeah.
Dude. It's more like, bitch.
Yeah. I don't even know why, because I mean, it's not like we ever harbored or like, you know, fucking ever had anybody here that could like
it's because
leave
this
a
fucking
stain.
shit is built on Indian fucking ground, dude. Indians fucking lived here and Indians died here. You
think so?
Have you fucking seen the fucking San Antonio history?
No.
Shit is ridiculous. I've looked into it. The Alamo is not the fucking beginning or end.
No.
The Alamo is just the fucking one thing I want you to fucking remember.
I looked
That's
up
why
like
I said remember the Alamo.
I looked up like an earlier part of San Antonio of what Petrenko used to be, and it was just like nothing.
Road, it
was just a long ass road and like fucking
nothing.
Woods.
Yeah.
That's it. You know.
Dude, when we would come out this way to go to SeaWorld, I was just like, SeaWorld's out of town?
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing over here. And I was a kid, so I didn't know it was only like 7 miles away from the house.
It was crazy that fucking. I remember the only restaurant near us when we first moved over here
was 7 miles away from the house.
It was Bill Miller's. This Bill Miller's has been open forever.
Forever.
Because I remember
Bill Miller's, and I think the Valero, which was another gas station at the time.
Shamrock.
Yeah, and then you go down further, and then you had another Shamrock with, and then you go down further, and then you had the spot where
because I remember it was like
the Pope was there. That's why it's called John Paul Stevens.
Yeah, I think it was like January. Yeah, we were closing into about around New Year's Eve as we were moving into this place.
The first day we moved here was like 2000. I mean,
no, it was like
December
19 something.
December 28th, 1998.
Yeah.
You know why I remember that date?
I remember because I remember Mom and Dad took us to go get fireworks, and then they left to go get Bill Miller's, and me and you had like set up all the fireworks because we had like bought all the planes. We had bought the little planes that you could like set on the back and then they fly off.
I don't even remember that. Wow, but I do remember having the fireworks.
We set them up as if it was like fucking
like a
soldiers.
War?
Yeah,
toy soldiers. Yeah.
And then we were playing it, and then we stopped because the Great White was. The Great White was fucking going up.
And we could fucking hear it clearly, right?
Yeah.
Now we can't hear it.
No, we can't hear shit no more.
But before you can hear it go, yeah. It's like, oh shit, they're coming again. And you can hear, and I was like, holy shit, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Yeah, shit, man. I remember that. I remember the one time you first got your camera, and you like made a video of like you were making me and Jonathan and Christian disappear, and then we like returned as like the stuffed animals.
Oh yeah, we're a blanket, right?
Yeah.
That was actually Mom's camera, and she didn't let me fucking use it.
Yeah, Jonathan returned as like. I don't know, something, and I returned as Pooh Bear, and Christian returned as like something else.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that fucking damn fucking.
That was a badass camera, goddamn.
I wonder what happened with the camera, and I wonder what happened to that footage.
I think they're all in boxes.
I can't find
somewhere.
I can't find the Shotgun Saturday Night, but okay, when we moved in here, there was a Shotgun Saturday Night on TV,
I remember watching it,
and I remember. Dad coming down for a glass of water like he always does now, but that was his first time doing it, and he goes, "What the hell? There's wrestling going on right now," and we're watching like I think like Edge versus Goldust. God damn! Like think about it. Goldust has been doing it that long. Fuck.
I know, right? Fuck. Edge is gone.
Edge has been gone since. When I came back into wrestling, I was like, "So where's everybody at?" I remember telling you that, and you're like, "There's nobody left."
That's the same way that I felt also because I stopped like around 2008. You know, you still had at least Triple H, Shawn Michaels. That's it. Ric Flair.
Well, at the time that I left before the
that's it, I guess.
I left during the middle of the fucking Ruthless Aggression because I was like, whatever.
Yeah, and then I stopped, and then I came back like around 2012, and I was like, whoa, who's this? Who's CM Punk? Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
But then I remember, I honestly, the only reason why I remember Daniel Bryan is because he was called Bryan Danielson, and I thought that I was getting names mixed up, and I was like, yo, this guy's been in RCW at least one point, because I would see nothing but constant. RCW was on their game at that point. They were just like, yo, we got TV, we got flyers, and they'd be fucking littering everybody with shit. So Bryan Danielson was the guy that was their top guy for a while.
Yeah.
And I remember him being champion. And then when you said Daniel Bryan, I was like, oh, but I didn't know it was the same guy. I was kind of just fucking like saying, I'm getting the names mixed up like my grandma always gets everybody's names mixed up.
Yeah.
Like she'll call my friend Corbin, what'd she call him? She called him the Spice. What's the Spice called? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Corvus or something. I don't know. She'd say something stupid. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. You got the name. But, yeah, no, I don't really remember Daniel Bryan like matches, but I remember his fucking flyers everywhere. So, or Bryan Danielson. So then, I didn't know it was the same fucking guy. And then, I didn't know that CM Punk, because I had saw CM Punk like smash a few people in the face in the crowd a few times.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was the same CM Punk. Like it was wrestling was kind of like brand new to me again. It was weird. So when I watched everything, I was like, oh, I know Dave Bautista. Oh, I know Randy Orton. That's it.
Yeah.
There was nobody else that fucking knew in that. I know DDP.
I remember.
That day. Or maybe it was the next year.
It was no. I remember it was like the Royal Rumble. I showed you 2014. 13, something like that. Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, but then you got fucking carried in with Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt having they had a pretty badass they had a good ass match. Yeah.
Because they were ending the storyline.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy's good. The fuck is WWE doing? They were like being treated as like tag teamers.
Yeah.
They were breaking up. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And that's why CM Punk fucking walked out. Now I see why you left, Punk. You know what I'm saying? They were white hot.
What time is it?
11:55. Yeah, you're going soon?
No, I was wondering if we can fucking make it for another beer run.
11:55. If you can do it in 5 minutes, go do it. You can.
No, I can't because I fucking got an expired license.
Oh, no, I'm saying let's do it.
Let's go.